Hey there guys, my name is Lorraine and I'm going to perform One Sunny Day in April by Deborah Gaddy. It was like a scene out of some bad TV show. There I was, curled up in a ball on the bathroom floor, watching the second hand on my watch just ticking by. 3 minutes? Well, more like a year and a half. Hey, if you're laughing, you've been there before, am I right? Oh, and who is the one who thought of this crummy joke to pee on the stick to find out if you're pregnant or not? Oh, gosh, who's the sick son of a bitch who thought that one up? Oh, moments later, time's up. 17 years old and praying to God Almighty that there were not 2 lines on that stick. Please, oh please, oh please. They tell you that when you become pregnant, that when you become a mother, it's the most hardest and most rewarding thing you've ever done with your life. I knew it'd be tough. I went into parenthood with my eyes wide open. The thing is, it was twice as hard as anything I could have ever imagined. My mother told me that once you hold your baby in your arms for the first time, it's like you finally understand the true meaning of love. She was right. Well, you can't have a baby around the house and not be awestruck. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a 1-year-old? I mean, like, really, really looked? They're always full of amazement and wonder, always searching and questioning, exploring. And then it dawns on you. They're looking at the world for the very first time. Ever so often, you really gotta get down to their level and see what it's all about. I used to get down on my knees and follow her around and, see things from her perspective. And, oh boy, it's tough being a baby. I mean, reaching for the faucet, washing your hands, reaching for your glass of milk. That's not easy. Oh, and it sucks. And not to mention all the crotches and asses you gotta look at all day. I remember a few years ago, we were racing around, trying to get to my sister's house. There was a birthday party and it had been raining all morning. I hear this tiny little voice from the back seat. "Look, Mommy, a rainbow." I gaze out the passenger door. That's a nice one. There were a few moments of silence, and then I hear that tiny little voice once more. "I've never seen a rainbow before." Reality check. 4 years old, and she'd never seen a rainbow before. I mean, they're neat and all, right? But they're just rainbows. Well, not if it's your first time. They're in all the storybooks, all the TV shows, but it never really occurred to me that she'd never seen a rainbow before. So, I pulled over in the next parking lot, and we took 15, maybe 20 minutes talking about rainbows, taking it all in. Oh, I still remember that smile on her face. There's no way you can look into those blue eyes and not believe that there's a God. Because God could make something so precious, so innocent. Wow. Sarah was having her first experience with Lincoln Logs. She was at daycare and that's all she played with apparently. Lincoln Logs were those brown logs that you can make cabins and houses and all kinds of things out of. She'd always ask me for one for her birthday, for Christmas present, for everything. Please, please. Maybe when I get around to it. One day, I came home after a long day of work. I came surprised to meet my mother at the door. "You've got to come see what your daughter's been doing." I walk into the kitchen, and there on the kitchen table is a huge Lincoln log village made of all my tampons. I talked to her, and the next day, I got her those Lincoln logs. Oh, 5-year-olds. I love 5-year-olds. That was by far her best year. They look up to you as a parent, see you as a mother, and also look at you as an infallible leader. Starting so many new things. Kindergarten, learn how to ride a bike, lost her first tooth, learn how to do the hula hoop, learn how to tie her shoes, learned how to read and write, started gymnastics, and she learned how to wipe her own butt. It was a great year. Oh. About a year and a half later, I was finally able to move out of my parents' house. Sarah and I got a 3-bedroom apartment, and the after-school babysitting was already taken care of because Grandma and Grandpa were only 2 miles away. And then I get the phone call that she's dead. Yeah, you didn't see that one coming, did you? Well, imagine my surprise. In the movies, there's always this sinister music leading up to that traumatic event. Well, it wasn't like that. No warning, just a phone call. She's dead. She was rock hopping with 2 of her friends, and she slipped. The river pours out 2.5 miles downstream into an ocean. An ocean. We couldn't find her body. She's gone. Utterly and totally gone. I was making her lunch, packing it into her Winnie the Pooh lunchbox, and just like that, she's gone. I have no daughter. I was numb for weeks. I did everything I could for her. You know, it's a little bit harder to believe in God now. I suppose my reaction to losing a child was similar to any other parent losing a child. But it was hard. I lost 35 pounds, home for 2 months, and I was hospitalized 3 times. Once for depression, another for exhaustion, and I once went in for a 51 to 49. Oh, God. It was hard. Nobody knew what to do with me. But truth be told, I just wanted to be left alone. Finally, my boss, Kelly, stepped in. You know, saying the standard lines. Everything will be all right. I can't imagine what you're going through. And then, if you need anything, Mary, I'm always here to help. You know, I hate that one. But then she said, Mary, there's always a place for you back at the store. So whenever you can come in, you can come back to the store when you're ready. I went in the next day.